Good morning, my Algebra students. We're going to be covering 2 lessons today. We're going to talk about 4-5, which is direct variation. Direct variation. And what this means is really, it means that there is no y-intercept. There's no y-intercept. Or we start at 0, 0, and we graph a consistent slope. That's all it is. It's not difficult, but there's a couple of ways to determine the direct variation of a linear equation. And it's always y over x. So my shortcut here is if I take my y value and divide it by my x value, I get the direct variation constant. I just have to check and make sure it works for all of them, right? So on this one, I don't start at 1, do I? So I'm going to look at my constant change here. My constant change is 2. So I know if I were to write the rule for this, I know that I'm going up by 2 every time. So I'm multiplying by 2. And so there has to be an initial start because I have to add 1. So 2 times 2 plus 1 equals 5, right? And 2 times 4 plus 1 equals 9. So I know that this is not constant variation because it's 2.5, right? 2 1/4. So no, it's not the same. Let's try this one. If I go ahead and try my shortcut here, dividing y by x, if I get -4. Oh, I get -4. And I get -4 again. So this is my shortcut. I know that because there is no initial fee or no initial start, I know that my constant of variation is -4. So this graph must go through 0, 0. Let's go ahead and write and solve direct variation equations. So what happens? What do these look like on a test? They look like this. The value of y varies directly with x, telling you that there's no y-intercept or that it's just going to be a constant slope, right? And when y is 6, when y is 6, when x is 12, find when x is 27. Well, there's 2 ways to do this, right? The first one is you could find the value of k, and we know we could do that because it's just y divided by x, right? So we divide this off, and we see that k equals 1/2. Then we know that we could say it's 1/2 x, so we know that when the y value when x is 27, well, 27 times 1/2 is going to be 13.5, right? Now, method 2 is a little bit more logical, and you could figure this out no matter what because we can always use a proportion. Always use a proportion, right? So when y equals 6 and x equals 12, what's y going to be when x is 27? We can just write a proportion, right? Because y has to equal y and x has to equal x. It's going to be proportionately the same. So my first one is when y is 6 and x is 12, what's y going to be when x is 27? I do my cross products here, and I'll end up with 12y equals 162, divide, and again, I get 13.5. So 2 ways to do it. Of course, you get to pick your way to do it. Go ahead and try this one. See how you do. Let's check it. If I do it this way, I get 9. And I get 90 for y, right? Let's try it this way now when you go ahead and try the other method. How did you do? Okay, we're also going to be going through 4-6 today, which talks about slope-intercept form, or we all like to call it y equals mx plus b. See you later. Have a great day.